other students. So finally we have our slide, we have our module for the networking, and I hope. Okay, so in today's topic we have networking and data communication. uh, why network computers, and then using a PC on a network. So this is very basic of a networking. uh, I hope you will learn something from it, because basics are very important. It is the foundation of every successful technology. Okay, so first, internet. This is not very surprising for you because you are always using this. This is like a basic necessity. It's just like a water for us. It's basic. And like before, though we don't have internet before, we have teachers lecture, email, and others. So it refers to global computer network that links information and people. Of course, just like Facebook. Facebook is using internet to connect people and enterprises. So network, it refers to a system consisting of computers and devices connected together via communication devices and media that allows users to electronically communication, share resources, or exchange files. So, so this is a simple diagram of a network that is interconnected to each other. So, as you can see here, this is a very old desktop computer using signal as the medium, and then going through telecommunication. And of course, the telecommunication uses electricity. That is why we have here the electric post, signal 2, telecommunication. So this is very basic to you, I know, because we are in the 21st learners. So, this is the computer for the sender, and this is the receiver. So this is pretty much very straightforward diagram that how the internet connection works. Alright, so next is data communication. So it's a process of transferring of digital information from computers and components of computer system via wired or wireless transmission. So we have a very good example of that is the share it that we have. Before we only have infrared, that is a very short range kind of medium to transfer files. So now we have share it that uses wireless module or the wireless communication to transfer files with a wide range of with the capability of a wide range, long range transmission. And then, of course, in order to have an internet connection, we need to have electricity. Then, for light and for electromagnetic radiation. So maybe you are confused with this one. This for light, because why do we need an internet connection for light? Because some other company are using network to control remotely a system, to control the hardware remotely. So using internet connection or any medium, we can actually manipulate machine language using network. Okay, and then for electromagnetic radiation, of course. And then we have telecommunications. So tele means long range of communication. It's like television. So though we are only here in the Oras, we can view or watch the videos from other person or celebrity using telecommunication, right? The vloggers like Sir Emil. 2 points ka na, sir. Alright, so telecommunication is a process that permits exchange of information over a great distance in the form of electromagnetic signals through electromagnetic system. So that means this is not just a one-way of information, a one-way process, because it says here that exchange of information. So this means just like social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media platform, also exchanging of information, that is telecommunication. So though I know you already know this, but I am very much sure you don't know yet the term. So this is the term telecommunication. Okay, so what is the advantage of computer network? So well, so if you have a computer network, you can easily send a message or information from one place to another. So for example, let's just think for a moment, or let's just assume we don't have internet connection, and then you have something important to say to your Sir Emil. Okay, you have to pay. You have you have to pay a motorcycle or any habal-habal tawag dun, sir, just to be here in our campus and then do your business. Unlike we have this computer network, you can just turn yourself online and send your Sir email for points your message. Bah? So that is very straightforward, no hassle. So it's just one tap and then you have your information being delivered. So what is the requirements for internet connection? Of course, we need a physical connection. So some of you are wondering, where did this signal coming from? Of course, we have the physical connection, just like our towers, repeaters, the towers that you see in your place. Those are physical connection. We need that so that the source of our internet is being fed by them or broadcast by them, and then it is us to consume those internet connection. So we have physical and then logical connection. Okay, so logical connection is application that interpret the data. So of course it's not just a physical connection. We need to have a system to interpret the information that's coming from the network. So it's only the machine language there. Next is why network computers? So ping command utility. So if this is your first time encounter the word ping, well, congratulations, this is your first time. So ping means you are checking the connection of a certain IP address. Okay, so this is type of ping test. So for example, ping 127.00.1. So this is a loophole, a local host for a certain database or any default local host. So it says that you are checking if this IP address exists. Okay, so if you ping 127.0.0.1, if the reply is unreachable, that means that connection doesn't exist. But if you see the reply of a certain IP address, that means that connection is good. Okay. So we also have default gateway IP address. We can also ping that one. So the IP address is just like a gate of your hotel room. So for example, if you are going to a hotel, the gateway is the gate. Kung nakikita nila, gate. So parang siyang hotel room, di ba? So for example, you have a gateway of 192.168.0.1. that means that is the gate of your hotel room. And then if you want to go to another room, that means you have to be in the same gate. So 192.168.0.2, okay, it must be that 0, no other than that. It must be the sequence of the first 3 octet. Anyway, I'll explain that later. So it has 4 octets in our IP addresses. So the first octets should be the gateway. Wrong octets means it is another hotel. Okay, so it must be, your connection must be the same if you want to go to the your desired uh, network. Anyway, later. So this is the example of ping 1 to 7. So if you will see this one, the reply from 1 to 7, and then you have this numbers like this, that means the connection is good. TTL means time to leave, so it has 128 milliseconds before it leaves the connection. Okay, next is our components. So this is very basic. This is being discussed during your HCI, the human computer interaction. Oh, so meron yun dun, yung basic computer, motherboard, and parts niya. So of course, yun din sir, basic yan HCI. So and then oh no, I forgot. I forgot to erase the property of STI. So please, my dear student, do not share this one, because this is copyright infringement. Sigurado ako mapipreso pag sinare niyo to. Okay, if you want to see me for the next 20 years, please do not spread this slide. Okay, so this is for your own good also, and for my own good, of course. Okay, so we have here a list of processor from notebook computers to desktop to server processor. So we have a specific processor for the network, for the server, or for the computer that is designed to be a server. Okay. So we have here from Semprom, Athlon, Turion, Phenom Atom, Core i5, i7, Extreme, i7. Okay. So if you wish to buy a laptop, I prefer the Core i5, because Core. Next is the bus. So bus is just like a bridge. If you see this one, bus is like a bridge or a connection that connects two components, from processor to memory. So if processor holds the instruction, and then the memory is a temporary storage that holds also instruction coming from your processor. So that is a very deep topic that is being discussed in our system architecture. Also, it is being discussed in operating systems and OS din. We discussed din ito. Of course, our RAM, or random access memory slot. We have memory chip. These are the memory chip. This is very basic. And then we also have read-only memory or room, power supply, hard disk drive.